Have you ever considered that a seemingly innocent food choice right before you sleep could be silently jeopardizing your heart and brain health? It's a fact that many individuals are unaware of the significant effort their body undertakes during sleep to maintain equilibrium. The foods we consume just before hitting the pillow can either facilitate this crucial process or severely hinder it. This video isn't intended to frighten you with improbable scenarios. Instead, our aim is to illuminate the internal workings of your body during sleep, particularly for those over the age of 60. The reality is that as we age, our digestive processes become slower, our blood pressure can fluctuate more readily, and our capacity to recuperate during the night diminishes. Consequently, something that posed no threat in your 40s could now present a genuine danger if consumed at the wrong time. The title of this video alludes to a true incident involving a 75-year-old gentleman who tragically passed away after unknowingly committing one of the very errors we are about to explore. It's not about singling out a particular food item for blame. Rather, it's about cultivating a deeper understanding of your body's needs, especially during the nighttime hours. In today's presentation, I will guide you through 6 specific food categories that should be strictly avoided right before bed. And more importantly, I will delve into the reasons why. The explanations might hold some surprises for you, and you'll probably recognize some of these foods as part of your own evening routine. Stay with me until the end, because this isn't just about identifying what to avoid. It's fundamentally about safeguarding your well-being during the years that truly matter. If you fall within the age bracket of 60 to 85, this could very well be one of the most crucial videos you watch this entire year. Let's commence. If you're already intrigued by this vital information, comment great below. 1. Heavy red meat meals. A succulent steak dinner can sound incredibly appealing, particularly on chilly evenings when your body craves warmth and satiety. However, the problem arises when that very meal lingers in your stomach long after you've settled into bed. Red meat is notoriously slow to digest. Due to its high content of saturated fat and protein, it demands a substantial amount of energy and time for your body to break it down. For individuals in their 70s or 80s, whose digestive systems naturally operate at a slower pace with advancing age, this can impose a significant burden overnight. While you are attempting to rest, your stomach is still toiling away. This can postpone your entry into the deeper, more restorative stages of sleep. More critically, it elevates the risk of acid reflux, spikes in nighttime blood pressure, and irregular heart rhythms. A research study indicated that older adults who consumed substantial amounts of animal protein close to bedtime experienced considerably more sleep disturbances and elevated nighttime heart rates. It's not about completely eliminating steak from your diet. It's about the timing of its consumption. Consider the unfortunate case of a 75-year-old man named Wilson, residing in Denver, Colorado, who had no prior history of cardiac issues. He went to bed shortly after a late-night barbecue feast. His heart entered a state of stress, struggling to manage the high-fat load during his rest period, and tragically, he suffered a silent arrhythmia in his sleep. His spouse discovered him unresponsive the following morning. It was later determined that he had an undiagnosed condition of sleep apnea, which, when combined with the heavy meal, proved fatal. While such a tragic outcome is rare, the underlying risks are very real. This is why health experts recommend allowing your body at least 3 to 4 hours to digest a heavy, meat-based dinner before going to sleep. If you desire protein late in the evening, opt for alternatives like eggs, a small serving of yogurt, or even a comforting bowl of warm lentil soup. The key is to support your body's natural transition into a state of restoration, not to disrupt it with digestive demands that it can no longer handle as efficiently as it did in previous decades. The encouraging news is that when you begin to consume lighter meals in the evening, many people observe a significant improvement in their sleep quality and find themselves waking up with more energy. You are not sacrificing pleasure. You are simply affording your body a better opportunity to recover adequately, one night at a time. If this information about red meat resonates with you, comment "Heart Healthy Sleep" below. 2. Sugary desserts and late-night sweets. There's an undeniable comfort in reaching for a cookie or a slice of cake after dinner. It often feels like a small indulgence, a well-deserved reward at the end of a long day. However, for seniors, particularly those between the ages of 65 and 85, these late-night sugary treats can silently inflict considerable damage on your body while you sleep. When you consume sugary desserts before bed, your blood sugar levels experience a rapid surge, followed by an equally rapid decline. This sudden crash can trigger night sweats, frequent trips to the bathroom, and abrupt awakenings around 2 or 3 a.m. While this might not sound immediately dangerous, over time, this blood sugar roller coaster disrupts your body's delicate hormonal balance and sleep architecture. More significantly, sugar intensifies inflammation throughout the body, and this can affect the nervous system in ways that many people don't anticipate. Consider the experience of Dolly, a 74-year-old woman from Phoenix, Arizona, who had a deep fondness for her nightly chocolate fudge. She believed it was a harmless indulgence, but over several months, she began experiencing tingling sensations in her legs, vivid nightmares, and a significant drop in her morning energy levels. Her physician eventually made the connection. Her blood sugar was fluctuating dramatically overnight, activating her sympathetic nervous system at a time when her body should have been in a state of rest. Once Dolly eliminated her nightly sweets, her symptoms improved within a matter of weeks. Many older adults are unaware of how much more sensitive the aging body becomes to sugar. The pancreas doesn't respond in the same way it once did, and insulin efficiency naturally declines with age. This means that even a small piece of cake can potentially disrupt your entire night's sleep. Instead of reaching for sugary desserts, consider enjoying fruit earlier in the day. If you crave something sweet after dinner, try a cup of chamomile tea with a sprinkle of cinnamon or a few slices of banana. These options can help support serotonin production and assist the body in winding down for the night, rather than revving it up. It's not about deprivation, it's about reclaiming your restful nights. I believe you're enjoying this video. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. Comment "wonderful" if you're enjoying this video. If the impact of sugar on sleep is something you've experienced or are learning about, comment "sweet dreams no more" below. 3. Aged cheeses and salty preserved meats. Many individuals find pleasure in a small plate of cheese or a few slices of cured meat as an evening snack. It can feel like a luxurious treat, satisfying and strangely comforting, especially after a light dinner. However, for older adults, these types of foods can quietly sabotage their sleep and, over time, contribute to much more significant health issues than just poor sleep quality. Aged cheeses and salty meats are typically high in tyramine, a naturally occurring compound that stimulates the release of norepinephrine, a hormone that elevates blood pressure and increases alertness. While this might be beneficial in the morning, at night, it's akin to pouring gasoline on a fire that's supposed to be gradually extinguishing. Consider the case of Walter, a 78-year-old gentleman from Miami, Florida, who enjoyed his nightly ritual of a couple of slices of cheddar cheese and a few pieces of salami while watching late-night television. He believed it helped him relax, but he began waking up with a racing heart and pounding headaches. He couldn't understand the cause until a registered dietitian informed him about tyramine. When he eliminated these foods after sunset, his nighttime symptoms eased dramatically, and he finally began experiencing restful sleep again. There's another crucial factor to consider: sodium. These preserved foods are often heavily salted to extend their shelf life. Consuming excessive amounts of salt before bed can lead to fluid retention, which can manifest as swelling in your feet, tighter rings on your fingers, and more frequent trips to the bathroom during the night. It also subtly raises blood pressure, placing unnecessary strain on your heart when your body is trying to rest and repair itself. And let's not overlook the digestive aspect. Fatty aged cheeses are slow to break down. Your body has to work harder to process them, which can raise your core body temperature and divert energy that should be directed towards cellular repair and hormone balance. This often contributes to restless legs, unusual dreams, and the kind of shallow sleep that leaves you feeling groggy and unrefreshed in the morning. If you genuinely enjoy these foods, try shifting their consumption to lunchtime or the early afternoon. Let your dinner be something gentler on your system, such as steamed vegetables, a small portion of rice, perhaps some fish or lentils. You'll likely be surprised by how different your nights feel. Simple dietary adjustments can have a significant ripple effect, particularly after the age of 65, when every organ in your body becomes more sensitive to the choices you make. What might seem like a small change can actually be a powerful step towards deeper, safer rest. If you found this information about aged cheeses and salty meats insightful, comment "peaceful nights" below. 4. Chocolate and hidden caffeine sources. Chocolate often appears to be a harmless indulgence, even comforting. A small piece of dark chocolate after dinner can feel like a quiet celebration of the day's end. However, many people are unaware of the significant amounts of caffeine and theobromine it contains. Both of these compounds act as stimulants on the nervous system, leading to an increased heart rate and interference with the production of melatonin, the crucial hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. While younger adults might not experience significant disruptions from a small amount of chocolate, the aging brain becomes considerably more sensitive to these stimulants. For someone between the ages of 65 and 85, even a modest quantity of chocolate in the evening can delay the onset of sleep by more than an hour and reduce the duration of deep sleep phases by as much as 20%. There's also a hidden danger lurking in other sources. Some seniors unknowingly consume other forms of caffeine late in the day without realizing their impact. Decaffeinated coffee, for instance, still contains trace amounts of caffeine, which can be enough to affect sleep in sensitive individuals. Certain pain medications and weight loss supplements also secretly include caffeine in their formulations. Even teas that are marketed as relaxing, such as green tea or white tea, can contain caffeine unless they are specifically labeled as caffeine-free. Consider the experience of Patricia, an 82-year-old woman from Seattle, Washington, who used to enjoy a mug of green tea with a small square of dark chocolate before bed. She believed she was making a healthy choice, but over time, she noticed more vivid dreams, frequent nighttime awakenings, and persistent early morning fatigue. Once she eliminated these items from her nighttime routine, her sleep quality improved significantly within just a few days. This isn't about completely giving up every treat you enjoy. It's about the timing. Chocolate, coffee, and tea are not inherently bad, but for a body that is more susceptible to stimulation, the window for enjoying these pleasures needs to shift to earlier in the day. Try incorporating them into your morning or lunchtime routine instead. Additionally, always carefully check the labels of any medications you are taking. If you see ingredients listed like caffeine, guarana, or green tea extract, exercise caution with their consumption, especially in the evening. As we age, the line between what helps and what harms becomes finer. Being mindful of what you consume after 5 p.m. could be the deciding factor between a rejuvenating night's sleep and a restless one. If you are finding this information about hidden caffeine sources valuable, comment "Sleep Sanctuary" below. 5. Alcohol and nighttime sipping habits. For many older adults, a small glass of wine or a shot of bourbon before bed seems like a comforting ritual. It can create a feeling of warmth, quiet the mind, and yes, it might even help you drift off to sleep more quickly. However, here's what most people don't realize. Alcohol significantly disrupts the second half of your sleep cycle. While it might initially have a sedative effect, it prevents your body from reaching the deep, restorative sleep stages that are absolutely critical for healing, memory consolidation, and maintaining a strong immune system. What feels like rest is often just sedation, and the distinction is important. Research studies have shown that alcohol consumption reduces rapid, eye-movement REM sleep, which is vital for processing emotions and solidifying memories. As we age, our natural REM sleep duration already tends to decline. Adding alcohol to the equation further diminishes something you can't afford to lose. This is why many older adults who consume alcohol in the evening often find themselves waking up around 2 or 3 a.m. and struggling to fall back asleep. Their body temperature rises, their heart rate increases, and their liver kicks into high gear, working to metabolize the alcohol. It's akin to starting an engine in the middle of the night when your body should be still and quiet. There's another significant concern: balance. Alcohol impairs coordination and reaction time, even in small amounts. For someone in their 70s or 80s, this can be particularly dangerous. Getting up to use the bathroom during the night, navigating a dimly lit hallway, or simply standing up too quickly can all become high-risk moments. Falls are a leading cause of fatal injuries among older adults. One unfortunate misstep during a disrupted night can have life-altering consequences. And it's not just about obvious alcoholic beverages like wine or liquor. Some seniors unknowingly consume alcohol in foods, cooking sauces, desserts, or herbal tonics without realizing how much of it remains active even after heating. Take the example of Samuel, a 76-year-old man from Chicago, Illinois, who used to sip a hot toddy every night before bed. It helped him fall asleep faster, but he couldn't understand why he consistently woke up feeling groggy, irritable, and weak. After his doctor suggested he abstain from it for a week, the difference was remarkable. He still missed the comforting warmth of the drink, but not the foggy mornings or the increased risk of losing his balance during a midnight trip to the bathroom. You don't necessarily have to give up every comfort. But if you are over the age of 65 and have experienced issues with sleep or stability, eliminating alcohol after sunset might be the quiet miracle your body has been waiting for. It's a simple adjustment that can yield powerful consequences and can mark the beginning of a clearer, more energized version of yourself. If the connection between alcohol and sleep disruption is something you've noticed or are now aware of, comment "stable and sound" below. 6. Large amounts of water before bed. While staying hydrated is crucial for overall health, consuming a significant amount of water right before you sleep can lead to frequent nighttime awakenings to use the restroom. This disrupts your sleep cycle and prevents you from reaching those deep, restorative stages of sleep that are so vital for your physical and cognitive health, especially as you age. For older adults, frequent trips to the bathroom during the night can also increase the risk of falls. Imagine someone like Beatrice, a 70-year-old woman from Dallas, Texas, who made a conscious effort to drink a lot of water throughout the day, including a large glass right before bed. She found herself waking up multiple times each night to use the bathroom, leaving her feeling tired and groggy in the morning. Once she shifted her water intake to earlier in the evening and reduced her fluid consumption before bed, her sleep significantly improved. The key is to stay adequately hydrated throughout the day, but to taper off your fluid intake in the hours leading up to bedtime. This will help minimize nighttime interruptions and allow your body to rest undisturbed. Aim to finish your main water intake at least 2-3 hours before you plan to go to sleep. If you feel thirsty closer to bedtime, take small sips rather than gulping down a large amount of liquid. This simple adjustment can make a significant difference in the quality of your sleep and your overall well-being. If you found this point about water intake before bed helpful, comment "restful hydration" below. As we advance in age, the choices we make regarding our health become increasingly significant. A seemingly small bedtime snack here or a nighttime drink there might appear harmless, even comforting. However, when your body becomes more fragile and vulnerable, These seemingly insignificant routines can gradually erode your health night after night. The foods you choose to consume before bed are not solely about satisfying hunger or taste. They profoundly impact how well you rest, how safely you move, and how long you maintain your independence. Avoiding these 6 common nighttime foods isn't about instilling fear. It's about fostering awareness and empowering you to give yourself every possible advantage to remain strong, alert, and balanced. You deserve a life with fewer falls, fewer hospital visits, and more mornings filled with genuine energy, not just lingering grogginess. None of these suggested changes require expensive equipment or complicated regimens. They simply ask for your mindful attention. A small shift in your evening habits could translate to waking up feeling steadier on your feet, clearer in your thoughts, and more in control of your day. If you've watched this far, you've already taken the first crucial step, which indicates that you care not just about survival, but about the quality of your remaining years. That speaks volumes about your character. You are not giving up. You are adapting, still learning, still growing, and in this phase of life, that makes you stronger than many people half your age. Thank you for joining us today. We would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one key takeaway from this video and how you plan to implement it in your life. Your thoughts are valuable to us, so please don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments provides us with great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it beneficial, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might find this information helpful. Your support enables us to continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we eagerly anticipate seeing you in our next video. Before you go, be sure to check out some of our other interesting videos on this channel that can further support your journey towards better health and well-being.